Ooh, it's time for my favorite segment. This is the best 15 minutes of your day. Word on the street. Word on the street is catching on, Harry. Word on the street, word on the street. What's the word on the street? Word on the street, word on the street. What's the word on the street? It's such a 70s Huggy Bear saying. It's like saying everything is everything.
And who didn't like Huggy Bear, right?
who didn't like a pet with a purpose? Oh, Lord. Is that Paul? Oh, Lord, we got Paul Bass out here in the morning. Oh, my God, this is going to be good.
So, folks, I'm standing here with Kania and Oyoma on Edgewood Avenue outside the Black Corner store. And I understand there's an interesting word on the street today. Kania, what's the word on the street today?
Health department.
The health department.
The health department did come by yesterday, unfortunately, and told us that we couldn't have two food businesses inside of the business. So unfortunately, Afrotina is going to have to work under Black Corner until we get TBAs and things like that situated.
All right, so let me tell our listeners, I think, what you're talking about. So we're here at the Black Corner store, which you and your husband started, which is an amazing transformation of Edgewood Avenue and Platt Street. So I've been walking up here for decades.
Yeah.
And until you took over the business, and it was sad. You had people who were addicted staying right outside, out front, shooting up, right by the kids going to school. It was a junkie store, kind of preyed on the neighborhood. You and your husband came in a few months ago and made it beautiful. It's a whole community store where you have merchants who make their own Afrocentric themed goods for sale. You have healthy food like Haven's Harvest. And then you opened Afrotina. You found Onyoma, who's from a Nigerian American from the Bronx, who's married to a Dominican woman, who did this fusion food within the store. So in addition to coming for the kids after school and the neighbors for what they need, people are coming for these cool meals in what used to be just a bodega. But you're saying today, for the first day, you can't, because yesterday I came by, you were cooking up food.
Yes.
But you're not cooking up food this morning.
Unfortunately not, but we will figure it out because we made a really good impact in the community in the short time we've been here. So we have already regulars. People have been loving the food. They've been loving the specials that we've been offering. So we hope to be able to still continue what we've been doing.
All right. So now yesterday morning when I saw you on my way to work, you were cooking up. What were you cooking up?
I think it was probably the vegan bowl. We already have a regular. They love the vegan bowls. They've been ordering that pretty much almost every day. So that's probably.
Well, what's in your fusion vegan bowl? By the way, I'm a vegan, so I did not realize I was a vegan.
So in our vegan bowl is Spanish rice. That's the first layer with southern greens, pickled onions, corn salsa, and also the roasted barbecue cauliflower.
Okay, we got to now mark from the health department because you got to. So how did you feel coming into work today, Oyoma, getting ready to cook up a vegan bowl and there's nothing's on and you can't cook? What's going through your mind?
I mean, it's a little, it's like a setback, you know. We can't move forward without some setback. So, you know, it's a setback for now, but we definitely will figure it out. I definitely want to continue doing what I love to do, which is cooking, feeding people, having regulars, and people just coming together. That's what it's about. So it's a setback now, but we definitely figure it out.
And then you specialize in both Dominican food and sort of
southern soul food. So it's a fusion. Afrotina is a fusion of southern food. I was raised on eating, you know, collard greens, fried chicken, watermelon, all that good stuff. I'll be honest. And then my wife, Dominican, you know, she was raised on rice and beans and all that stuff. So we just want to combine those flavors. We notice a lot of people have never done that, which is crazy to me. So I'm like, you know, why not us? So we're excited about it.
Okay, in terms of the word street Kania, so I talked about how for many years the police had trouble, the kids going to school. And again, I felt sorry for the addicts who are here every day. Now there's never a sign of that. The word on the street today, what's going to happen midday? Anybody else here visiting? Any church group?
Elm City Vineyard Church comes out every Wednesday to pray inside of our store and to pray around this area because it could be wicked. It could be very wicked around the area. So I just want to have protection over the area that we are in.
So what's the role of a church? Why does a church come to a bodega?
Because I'm very spiritual. So because of the owner of this bodega, I've asked that any church come and put some type of holy ground on this ground out here.
Now, do you hear the word on the street from the students, the teachers, the people coming by? What did they tell you this morning? Does anyone have any word on the street about what people are talking about in New Haven? Or?
I mean, it's not really a word, but it's just positive. It's a very positive atmosphere. That's really what we get when people walk in the door. They feel a positive atmosphere. And that's really what I want for the people around here and for the children that come inside the store.
Okay, I got a word on the street. When I came in and met you this morning, I kept thinking history. You reminded me that this was the edge of the woods in the 1970s. I went here at that time when it was so crowded, you had to basically duck under people's legs to get to the granola.
Hopefully we get it back there.
Well, it is. You got that same kind of like all this kind of interesting, funky stuff all near each other.
Yeah.
And then the history of how it was a problematic spot to have kids around. What's the role with the school? How big customers are the kids and the teachers, and what do they buy and what do they tell you?
So when I opened the store, I had to figure out a way to get the kids on my side and how to trust me. So the kitchen was, first it started off as Miss K's Kitchen. So when I had the kitchen every Monday, I do free food for the kids. I still do free food for children on Mondays, but not so much now that I have Afrotina in the kitchen. But that is how I get these kids to trust me, get them on my side, you know, make this their ground. So when the kids come after school, it's not really the school that I deal with. I deal with the children. There's times I walk kids home from school. These kids are starting to trust me. So it's not like your normal places that you go and children want to act up. These kids come in here and they respect me from the door.
Now, you were a kid in this neighborhood, right? But
I was not.
Oh, I just say you grew up
But a kid in this neighborhood. My husband, this is very personal for him. This was his store when he grew up. My husband is over 40 years old, and this means a lot for him. I've been doing this. I've been trying to take care of the community since I've been in Texas. I'm from San Antonio, Texas, moved here 3 years ago. So I'm just all for the community that I live in.
But you are related to a certain family named Warren.
I am.
Former police chief of New Haven, first black chief
Yes,
of the
I
city.
have a big family that's here. The Pontoons and the Warings are
The
my
Pontoons,
family.
that's half the cops that came from
Yeah.
Carolina.
My family's really from South Carolina. Yeah.
So now when the health department came, were you here yesterday, Oyoma, when they came?
Yeah. It was a phone call. They told me to pretty much stop what we was doing and kind of like, so you have to figure out a way to like kind of not say maneuver around it, but just adjust to the situation.
So what kind of food were you cooking when you got that call?
Oh man, I was actually making myself lunch. I usually do some tacos, or we do deli sandwiches now too. If anyone has EBT, so we definitely want to accommodate to everyone. So we do like deli sandwiches. We're eventually gonna do salads as well. It's pre-made too, so you can just come grab and go where you don't have to stop. So that's something we're looking forward to continue serve the community.
So you're looking forward to doing that, but from talking to Kania, I got the sense it's going to happen. Now you got a catering business too, so you'll be cool for now.
Yes.
But so what does the health department tell you need to do, Kania, and what are you going to do next?
So I can get under my business, Black Corner, I can have DBA. I'm sorry, I said TBA earlier. So I can have it doing business as. So I am going to go get a doing business as Afrotina. So that is still under my business, but I somehow can put it out for the kitchen to be ours. I don't want to take what he started and what he's trying to form. So whatever I have to do to make sure that he's.
So they didn't look you in the face when they told us. They gave you a phone call.
They did. They
So
gave
no
us a
one looked
phone
you in the
call.
face?
Of course not.
All right, but you're going to look them in the face. You're going
Of
down
course.
today. You're going to get the paperwork. Okay. So how long till we can have those vegan soul food dishes and other deli sandwiches again?
So he's still going to be selling his vegan bowls. It's just going to be under my
Right.
business.
So when do you think that'll start?
Now.
All right.
That part is simple.
All right. So the
That,
word on the
you know.
street is there might not be anything sizzling now, but it will be soon. I don't know if I can hear. Do Babs and Harry have any questions?
I was in there. Ife and I were in there Saturday and met the brother and his wife, and they gave us a sample of the Saison chicken. Hey, and the steak and chicken. It was so good. But they're catering. Y'all are catering an event at Bloom for Black History Month on the 20th. So
Yes. Oh yes. the
good
event
food
coming,
don't
yeah.
stop.
Yes, I can't wait for that.
What's
yes.
that?
So we're doing an event on the 20th. It's gonna be at
Bloom.
Bloom at Bloom. So pretty much we're catering the event they're having. They asked us to join. So
So if you're
Is it-
Bloom, you know,
I guess so. I mean that's a good start. you
because
know?
there's no more happening place except the Black Corner store.
Yes.
Any other questions?
No, I'm looking forward to the to the vegan bowl. I didn't get it when I was in there. I had the chicken and rice, but
Well, the vegan bowl sounds good, but what's their best dish on the menu?
For me, my favorite is the jerk salmon. It has a good amount of, and it just goes well with the corn salsa, the pickled onions, and everything. It's a nice blend. It's a beautiful blend, actually. So, jerk salmon is one of my favorites.
That sounds good.
Any final questions before I let them get back to work complying with the health department so they can continue serving the community?
we are with them, and we're looking forward to the good food. I love that whole concept of the black corner right there. I mean, it's just so empowering, and I was so proud to walk in there on Saturday and see just a wonderful space. So I can't wait to get back over there. And thank you, sister, for extending yourself to this business and making sure that they stay open. Like, that's a huge thing to do.
It's hard.
Well, we're with you. Mahaven's with you. Nothing's
I
going to
get
stop
that.
you,
I
even a
get
little
that.
bureaucratic
Yeah.
paperwork.
Thank
The
you.
Kia Oyoma, thanks for joining the Love Babs, Love Talk,
Thank you.
Word on the Street.
Thank you so much.
And keep
Appreciate
cooking.
it.
We'll be
Yes.
there.
Appreciate you.
Harriet Babs, back to you at Love Babs, Love Talk.
Thank you, Paul. Good seeing cool, Harry. So, Harry, you know we gotta go over there, right? Harry, we
Sounds
gotta
good.
run over there.
It sounds really good.
Yeah, go over there and get something good to eat. That sounds like a plan.
I
That was
mean,
good.
think about it, right? It's Southern mixed with Latin food.
Latin
Oh
food.
my God.
That's a marriage made in heaven, Harry.
Yes, it is.
That's like you and me. That's a food version of you and me.
Sounds delicious.